Creating online content that is accessible to all is crucial for ensuring that the digital world is inclusive and equitable for all users, regardless of their abilities or disabilities. With the increasing reliance on the internet for communication, information, and entertainment, it is more important than ever to ensure that online content is accessible to everyone. One of the key considerations in creating accessible online content is designing for accessibility from the outset. This involves taking into account the needs of users with disabilities and making sure that the content is designed in a way that is easy to use and understand for everyone. For example, using clear, concise language and simple, intuitive navigation can help make content more accessible to users with cognitive disabilities. Another important aspect of creating accessible online content is ensuring that it is usable with assistive technologies, such as screen readers and magnifiers. This involves using HTML code and other technologies that are compatible with these tools, and making sure that the content is structured in a way that makes it easy for users with disabilities to access and understand. In addition to technical considerations, it is also important to consider the sensory experience of users with disabilities. For example, using descriptive audio and captioning can help users with visual impairments understand videos and other multimedia content, while using high-contrast color schemes can make content easier to read for users with color blindness or other visual impairments. Another key aspect of creating accessible online content is making it usable on a variety of devices, including desktop computers, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. This involves designing responsive websites and applications that adapt to different screen sizes and orientations, and making sure that the content is optimized for different devices and platforms. Finally, it is important to continually test and evaluate the accessibility of online content. This involves getting feedback from users with disabilities and making changes and improvements as necessary to ensure that the content is as accessible as possible. Regular testing can also help identify any potential barriers to accessibility and help ensure that the content remains accessible over time. In conclusion, creating online content that is accessible to all is essential for building a more inclusive and equitable digital world. By designing for accessibility from the outset, using assistive technologies, considering the sensory experience of users with disabilities, making content usable on a variety of devices, and continually testing and evaluating accessibility, it is possible to create online content that is accessible and usable for all users, regardless of their abilities or disabilities.